Right, welcome again. It is your teacher, Max, who is here to help you speak English freely and fluently. So, today we are on day 5. So, on day 5, yesterday we spoke a little bit introduction on simple tenses. Today we are going to focus on its uses. How do you use it and when do you use it and what different uses and rules does it have? All right. So a simple past tense, as we said yesterday, is all about what happened before this point in time. All right. Okay, so we have to look at how to formulate it. So that's the first place we're going to start. All right. Okay, so we're looking at how to formulate it. Now, it's very important to know that there are different types of verbs that are used in the past tense. All right. So we're just going to look at some of them. The regular ones that we know is that the word which is a present tense, like play. All right, I play soccer. So if I want to talk about playing something yesterday, the normal thing to do, a verb changes by adding ed at the end. So some examples here are like type, typed, play, played, love, loved. All right, so to use an example there, I typed a letter yesterday. Okay. I played soccer with my friends yesterday. Another one there is that, I loved sushi at one point in my life. So it's just one of that. So you need to know which are regular verbs and then so that you don't fall into the trap because here it's not of one size fits all. You need to know that there's also other irregular verbs, all right, such as put. You can't change put it. You can't. Like literally, you can't. Cut. You can't say cut it. All right. You might not be able to see this one here because there's a light there, but it says set. You can't say setted. The last one is hit. You can't say hit it. So you need to know these irregular verbs. All right. So over time, I'm going to compile a list of them and then I'm going to make them available for download on PDF so that you can have a list of all of them. But also, there are other ones which change completely, which I say they are erratic, actually. Erratic verbs where they change from see, saw. You don't say I seed the sea yesterday. I didn't say, you don't say I see. No, it doesn't stay the same. It changes to I saw my mother yesterday. Build, built. You don't say builded. Rise, rose. You don't say rised. Okay. Wake. You say woke. All right. So that's how you do it. So it's very important that you know that they are in the simple past tense when you formulate it. Always be aware of the first one has an ed. Some of them don't change, and then some of them change completely. So I am gonna compile a list for you to actually know simple past tense so that you don't fall into the traps because this is one of the biggest traps that people fall into. They think that you say hitted, you know. So yeah. Now we move on to the second use of theirs, which is negative. Made a mistake there. Negative. You can also make a negative statement in the past tense by using these phrases here. I did not play soccer yesterday. All right. I did not play soccer yesterday. So already someone's going to say, but you're using play, but it's a negative statement. So when you are using negative statements, you use these phrases, and then the verb, which will confuse a lot of people, will be in present tense. All right. So I did not play soccer yesterday. So it's very important. There's a second one. I was not sleeping last night. All right. Already they're sleeping. Someone's going to say, but that's continuous. But it's a negative past tense sentence. All right. So it's really important that you also know that you can use simple past in the negative form. The last but not least, you can also use a simple past question. Number 3, question. And when you actually do a question, create a question. You can create a question in the past tense, all right, past simple tense. And you use these phrases to start. Did you go to soccer yesterday? Uh-huh. And then the last one you can use was it raining yesterday at home? You know, so there are many ways for you to actually use it, but these are the three main ways to use simple past tense. But the most important is these three graphs here, so that you don't fall into the trap. But most of it you're gonna learn by practicing them. But I do recommend that you actually probably research, and so that if you were getting hitted, make sure that you start to fix that. All right. As I keep on saying, keep practicing. I'm practicing every single day. When I create this video, I'm getting better every single time. You know, you know, they say what practice is the mother of all skill. English is a skill. So keep practicing. No more learning now, guys. You've learned English for your entire life. You can read it, you can speak it. I mean, you can read it, you can write it, but now it's time to practice your speaking. Now, don't go and open a book and study. Practice speaking. I didn't go and study YouTube. I just put the camera there and I get started. I just do it. 3 months ago, I was horrible at it, but now I'm getting better and better and better. 3 months later, I'll be even better. Use time for you. Use it, use it to your advantage. Don't let it work against you. Time's gonna go, so practice 2 minutes every single day. Create a question, practice simple past tense. Here's a question for you. What did you do yesterday? Practice that. Use a camera. If you don't have someone practice, use a camera, and practice until you get better at it. So yeah, well, thank you so much. Tomorrow we're going to talk about how not to use past tense. All right, past simple tense. So today we've covered that. All right, thank you so much. See you tomorrow in the 90-day challenge, the Speak Freely challenge. Because my aim as your teacher Max wants you to be able to speak English freely and fluently. Goodbye.